Right, another question from Jennifer, and then we'll go to the super chat questions. What do you think of the claim that Christianity is pro-individual because it claims that every individual human being his religious life is important? I mean, Ayn Rand said this. I mean, Ayn Rand said that that Christianity was the first philosophy or pseudo-philosophy to really show respect for the individual, right? Because you had this individual relationship with God, and you had individual salvation, and you had individual redemption, and it was about your individual relationship with a God, that it wasn't about a tribe, it wasn't about a group, it was about you as an individual. And that in a sense, even the Greeks didn't have it. I have to admit, I don't quite understand that point. I mean, there's something there, obviously, and it probably made it. Liberal Deutsch says it's difficult to listen to me while thinking about what? About me? About something at the same time. So, don't have conversations on the chat if you can't do two things at the same time. I can't, so I'm not reading your conversations. I'm just scanning them. The sense in which the individual salvation matters is what, and I don't know enough about Christianity. I generally still think of Christianity as negative because I think it does much more damage. So even if that's true, it does so much more damage. It institutionalized altruism in a way that makes it so hard to extract that nothing good it could have done, it could have overcome that altruism, that institutionalizing of altruism. And of course the mysticism is so dramatic, but I think even more worse is the altruism in terms of the Christianity's legacy. So no, I mean I will go with Ayn Rand because Ayn Rand's almost always right. So I won't question that idea that there is a sense in which, but I know that like Ankargate questions that and is a not more negative about Christianity that I think Rand was. So that would be an interesting question for really to see Ankar chew on and really analyze and think about. So maybe I'll get him on a show and ask him that.
Okay, I just want to get this in before we break. You're an atheist.
Yes. I could do the same to you,
Why?
Since you're the host, I won't say it, but in other circumstances, I would say I don't approve of religion. I recognize your right to it. But
Yeah, you don't approve of religion because?
Because it's mystical, because it's based on faith, not on reason and facts.
So for you, but not for others, okay, what do you care? Somebody wants to worship a Christmas tree or a telephone pole, that's their business.
I wouldn't stop them legally. I said I grant them the right to believe anything they want, but I don't have to approve. And the question was, I would say, at them,
Yeah.
but I would never pass any laws to stop them.
Yeah. You've got to allow that you're not smart enough to know whether or not there's a God.
Yes, I am, and everybody here is.
Is what?
Smart enough. That doesn't take much intelligence. You know why?
Why?
Because you're not called upon, I cannot be called upon to know a negative or to prove a negative. If there is a God and you prove it, that's fine. But you can't tell me you can't know that there isn't. I would say, yes, I know that there isn't because I've been given no evidence.
Well, but the fact that you've been given no evidence may mean you just haven't been in the right place at the right time.
Well,
I mean, it may mean that.
no.
No.
It could mean that about somebody else, but not about me.
Right. Okay.
Because I'm interested in this.
Sure. I honestly don't want to be theatrical about this, and I'm not suggesting that you haven't been in this dialogue before, but I still have a lot of problems with, I think atheists are as arrogant as many of the so-called Christians or religionists that you decry. I'm saying...
Arrogant in what way?
In that you are here with your certainty saying there is no God, and anybody who believes there is almost a suggestion that you're foolish if you believe that there is. And I think that's a
No.
little arrogant and condescending if you...
No, I don't call it foolish. I would have, if you want me to tell the truth, I think it's a bad sign psychologically. It is a sign of a psychological weakness, of a man who is afraid to stand on his own mind and his own responsibility. Because you see, the absence of proof has gone on for centuries. Every argument for the existence of God is incomplete, improper, and has been refuted, and people go on and on because they want to believe. Well, I regard it as evil to place your emotions, your desire, above the evidence of what your mind knows.
Okay, and I regard it as intellectually lazy to look at the universe and to suggest, as you seem to be doing, that this is all some accident.
I didn't say that.
Well, how in the world did we get all this order? Aren't you impressed with that?
No, because the order is only in good cases in the minds of your scientists who are able to understand some part of it.
Yeah.
But there isn't an artificial order in the universe, and it's not chance. What would be the alternative? Nature. That the universe, and remember, the universe is everything that exists, has always been here. Because you cannot discuss or know anything about what was here before anything existed. As